welcome to another demo day of our data science and full stack development cohorts. I'm sure we're going to have some amazing projects as usual. As I've already seen them, I know they're amazing. So right now, things are changing a little bit, like in terms of tech. So like AI is kind of changing the landscape quite a lot. And although AI is getting great at coding, I think right now the right mindset to have to go into tech is really having that solid problem-solving mindset, like that product creation mindset, the ability to ask the right questions, the ability to think, and to finally actually understand the entire process from designing something from A to Z, so you can build really cool apps and also build really cool AI-centered applications. So in regards to our courses, like I say, I think the full stack development and AI course really helps you build some incredible products and really think as a product designer. And naturally, you're going to learn how to code, problem solve, learn to ask the right questions as you, let's say, have the foundations to actually build so many incredible projects. Right now, like it's really infinite what we can do with these skills. So I'm really looking forward to see how we all apply them. And I already have a lot of ideas, and I think a lot of us around us have a lot of ideas. In terms of our data science course, I think it's super useful if you want to understand how LLMs works, how transformers work, understand AI better, how to understand AI flows, AI agent flows, how to build AI agents, and also how to use data and data science in business. So what I'm most proud of right now is to see the massive transformation everyone has gone through throughout the course. It's also been pretty intense. It's not easy. You're going to learn a lot. That's part of the process. It's never easy. But at least you have a solid foundation to move ahead. And to show you what everyone has been able to build, let's start with the first project, which is mineral grain recognition with June, Duncan, and Saeed. So come along and share your screens, and thank you.
Thanks everyone for coming to our presentation today. Thanks everyone online. Today we're going to take you guys through a mineral classification project with computer vision. So basically, we are taking these grayscale images and we want to turn them into the color images that represents the true mineral grains. Yeah, so I'm just gonna show you the demo. I'm not gonna hide anything. And then I'll just show you what we have, and then we'll run through the process after. So right now what we're doing is I'm uploading this grayscale image, and then it will run through the model that we pre-trained. And here you see the grayscale image, and then this is the color image that we want to achieve. And the model gives us the prediction here, together with the mineral class that it shows. And yeah, and this.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, this project was a lot more challenging than we first expected. Just for context, this is real data from her work. She works at a mining company, and basically it hasn't been done yet, but we thought we'd give it a crack anyway. Some of the big challenges that we faced along the way was that we tried a whole bunch of different cloud GPUs, and some were worse than others, but we finally found some good ones to train on. And also just aligning these grayscale images and the color truth images. We went down a rabbit hole trying to do that with code. It took us way too much time, so we ended up just whipping out Photoshop and doing it by hand at the end. So, June?
Thanks, Duncan. Yeah, so bringing you guys back to our slides. So yeah, as Duncan mentioned, the reason why we chose this project because I work for a mining company. And in our lab at the moment, we use this microscope. We call it the scanning electron microscopy. to identify what kind of minerals are in a sample that's been collected from a field, and then what this instrument spits out, the data is collected, and then the exploration team can determine where to drill, like what to do and what to drill. So we can see that this is how we load the sample into the microscope, and then the microscope takes segments of data, and then it spits out this grayscale image and also the color image as well. Some of the potential pain points during this process is that with the grayscale image, it's really fast, and then the slow process is to produce the color image by the proprietary software. And so for this project, we attempted to train a computer vision model to make predictions from the gray images alone without the other data and the stuff that's produced by the proprietary software. And our aim is to produce a color classified image as close to the truth. So we will do this by training the model on the outputs of this color images and the inputs, which is the grayscale, and then hope that we might be able to make accurate predictions. And so if this could be achieved, it could potentially speed up the process in the lab by 100 times. Yeah. And I'll move it to the slide.
So this is our project workflow. The data, that's the images, needed to be pre-processed and prepared. So we needed to change the images in YOLO format. After doing that, we could start the training, which was simple, but it took a bit of time for us because the images were high resolution and acquired a lot of memory. Extra. So this is our model. This is the latest version of YOLO, which is version 11. I won't bore you and won't take much time explaining the architecture, but this is how the architecture looks like. And basically, it has layers of convolutional neural networks. So we decided to choose this model because it's one of the best model to use for our project, as it works well detecting small objects. And later we used the Streamlit for creating dashboard for users, where we define key metrics, perform exploratory data analysis, build and deploy dashboard.
So our main approach was to use YOLO, like we said, and YOLO can do many image recognition tasks, but we were specifically using it for the middle one, segmentation. To do this, we prepared each gray and color image, and using the color image, which was our goal, we created binary masks out of that, which would map onto the grayscale image as annotation. So we had lots and lots of classes of binary masks, which we could then give to YOLO and then just start the training. Like I said, we ended up using RunPod as cloud GPUs because they had the best GPUs and they were just really easy to set up after we failed a few other times. And although these charts from weights and biases look really nice, we actually didn't get super high accuracy. And that's probably in large part due to the fact that we had 130 classes that we were trying to identify.
So just to recap, this was a really, really complex project. So we started with this grayscale image, and then you can see that with our prediction, this model actually works well in predicting, for example, the one in the blue, which is the quartz, and the titanite. So obviously we have more, it's not like super accurate, there's more work that needs to be done. So if we have all the time in the world and also like a lot of money, what could we do? So firstly, we could introduce more variables into the system. Like I've mentioned earlier, the slow part, which is the X-ray spectrum, into the model. We could increase the data set size and do more work on the data preprocessing, or we could use the anything model by Meta. And I would like to thank you to our instructors, to the Wagon. We learned a lot from this course, and everybody did a great job. So yeah, thank you.
I was gonna say, this project is incredibly complex, so really proud of what you achieved, and then you have some interesting objectives you can reach as you move along and try to develop this further. This next project is, let's call it Bone Breaker project by Himali. So Himali had to actually work on this project by herself because one of her colleagues got a kid, so no choice, and her other colleague got a promotion, which means a lot of responsibility and a lot of things to catch up on. So Himali, really proud of what you've done by yourself, and welcome and good luck.
So right before the boot camp, I had actually fractured my arm. And when I looked at my X-ray, I thought, what if I could detect the fracture myself? And that moment sparked the idea of this project, a deep learning model to detect bone fractures from X-ray images. And that's how the project was born. Later, while researching more, I realized that the problem is actually pretty big because fractures are often missed, and doctors and radiologists face like high workload every day. And it becomes clear that a more efficient and supportive tool is needed. So the solution was that I developed a deep learning based solution that analyzes X-rays and detects fractures instantly. And that reduces human error as well. So the model can be adapted to different settings as well, from big hospitals to small clinics, and even maybe as a mobile app for general public. So let me show you like a quick demo of how the website works. So this is how you upload your X-ray, maybe this, and maybe that's the X-ray the doctor has, and the website shows whether fracture is detected or not. Let me show you like another example as well. So here you can clearly see how the fracture can be detected and shown. Now I'll go back to my slides and show you how everything works under the hood. So under the hood, I've used YOLO, you only look once, a pre-trained model for object detection. YOLO divides the image into a grid and predicts bounding boxes and probabilities for fractures all in one go. That's what makes it real-time and accurate for medical use cases as well. But I think the challenging part during the process was handling and pre-processing the data itself, because it was hard to get enough high quality data and labeled X-ray images. Plus, medical data sets often have class imbalances, as you can see. So I tackled this using augmentation. So I used RoboFlow to augment the data set, like rotate, flip, or even adjust brightness and even many more. So RoboFlow helped me balance the classes and expand the data set without losing medical relevance. Here are examples of augmented images. These help the model generalize better and detect fractures under varied conditions. So once the data was ready, I used YOLO's pre-trained weights and fine-tuned it on my fracture data set. And as you can see, the results were quite promising, especially in terms of recall, which is critical in medical settings where missing a fracture can have serious consequences. So precision, on top of that, precision and overall performance were that was good as well. Maybe let's run through another example of how it can work. So yeah, this is how it works, and okay. So moving ahead, I was thinking beyond just detecting the presence of a fracture, what if we can train the model and do more annotation on the data to classify the type of a fracture as well? And this will take us closer to real-world diagnostic support, where the kind of fracture often determines the treatment plan as well. That's all for now. Thanks.
And I'll say, really impressive. The fact that you built this by yourself and actually finished this pretty early was pretty impressive. So these were the data science projects. So now we're going to jump over to the full stack development ones. So Henry and Paul, yeah, that's your turn. So basically you have joined, which is great. So they're going to present door to wash. These two are, two incredible guys. We work together. They're so focused on finding solutions, finding their own way, and just getting things done. And how you work is incredible to observe. So come on up and present your projects, and then looking forward to this. And actually, by the way, they've added an AI feature. So it took them some time to be able to implement this, a lot of configurations. But it's an AI image recognition feature, which looks so simple, it's not the case. So a lot of good work put into this project. So come along and share with us what you've done.
Okay, good afternoon, folks. And we're with the team, Paul. My name is Henry, and my mate Paul. So we made this beautiful website, 1.5 weeks, I think, yeah. So just straight going to the story. Okay, so it was a Saturday morning, and I woke up feeling completely out of sorts. The kind of morning where nothing feels in place. I glanced over at the chair, and there it was, the shirt. You see, my girlfriend had been hinting all week that she wanted me to wear this shirt she bought for the Sunday anniversary. The one problem? It is a mess. I spilled wine all over it at dinners with my friends last night. Classic me. So, and now I'm already running late for work, and I really don't want to show up in anything else. The shirt needs to be cleaned today. No time for the laundry myself or clean up laundry, as I need to go now. I was officially in panic mode. Then I remember something. I have a friend, Paul, who built a laundry delivery app called DT Wash, Door to Wash. He told me about it a month ago, and it's perfect in this moment of need. So I'm opening the app now, and I am logging in with my account. As I have been a user since it came out, and honestly, I'm impressed. It's super clean and easy to navigate as it looks intuitive. Now, I want to get my shirt cleaned quickly. All I have to do is enter the details, including notes, address, photos of clothes. Look at my shirt with wine spill. This beautiful progress indicator, super clean. And I've already used this app before, and the beauty of this app is the Google Cloud APIs, photo recognition. As Paul said to me before, it is recognizing the photo of the clothes and automatically entering the type and the color of the clothes as soon as you upload the photo. Pretty cool, eh? You see type, color, automatically entered, and price already set up as well. So now I put the order through. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom's been running her own laundry business. I watched her juggle everything with a lot of jobs. And I noticed the problem of dailies, inconvenient hours, missed pickup. It just didn't match people's modern life. So that's when I had this idea. What if laundry worked like everything else? We now expect on-demand, seamless, and at your doorstep. So I create this DT Wash, an app built for two types of people. People who need clean clothes without hustle, and the small business owners like my mom. So yeah, Henry just texted me about his urgency, and it's time to check my app now. So first of all, I'm going to check my profile because I need to see if I update my address because it is necessary for being a merchant on this app. Cool, as you can see, I have a valid address, so I'm going to picking up the order. I can see, yeah, all the orders here, and here, it seems to look like this is a handsome guy, is my friend Henry. So I'm gonna, yeah, I can see there's no other laundry services picked it up yet, so I will do it for him. So it looks nice. Shirt is very easy to clean, so I'm gonna to help him. Yeah, cool. I've confirmed this order. Now I will check the order is on my order list. Cool. Now it is on my list, and I can update the progress as a task is complete. So, yes. Here it is. As you can see, from confirming the order, collecting, or washing, and delivering, I'm confident that I can finish this order and deliver it by tomorrow afternoon so that he can wear it for his date. Yes, I'm happy when I feel that I solve a real-world problem like this. Yeah.
I'm back to my my side, and all right. So this is the order I put through, and I see the status come up, and it's confirmed by Paul. And so I'm really happy with that. And it looks like I'm gonna get my shirt back by Sunday tomorrow. And all I have to do is just wait for the delivery, and I'm gonna have a wonderful night tomorrow. So DT Wash didn't just save my day, it gave me peace of mind. For this project, actually, basically we used Ruby on Rails for frameworks, and for the backend language, we used Ruby. And for front end, we used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And as I told you during this presentation, the beauty of this app is the API called Google Cloud. That is photo recognition API. So it is recognizing the photo when it comes to the clothes. It is recognizing the type of the clothes and color of the clothes. And we used different types of libraries as well, including Mapbox and other stuff, authentication library as well. So it was quite challenging because we're just two of us building this app within a week or two. So it was really challenging, but it was a lot of things we have learned all the way through. So it was worth it, and I learned a lot, and I guess Paul learned a lot too. Yeah, great teamwork. yeah, upload.
So last project, we have an incredible trio. I think, Edward, you're probably going to introduce them. Anyways, over to you and this incredible crypto application.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm presenting a project that I've built with, that we've built, Peggy, Theo, and myself. So to begin with, I just want to know here, how many of you has ever used crypto before or has bought any crypto? Right, so quite a few of you. So I'm quite recent to the space, and one of the major issues that I have is that I am super disorganized. I don't know much about the space, and I'm messy. I don't know where my crypto is. I don't know where to begin. So I really wanted to find a way to make everything better for me. And so luckily for me, I have a lovely grandmother, and she's pretty much an expert, believe it or not, in crypto. She knows all about it. And she essentially told me that with crypto you can be very rich very quickly, but you can also be poor even quicker. And so for her the solution was pretty easy. It's to monitor the market constantly, always know what's going on in the space, but more importantly to be organized with your crypto. Know where everything is, so when there's a movement in the market you can react straight away by knowing where you've purchased something, where your crypto is, and just makes your life a lot easier. And so when I asked her how she go about it and how she stays on top of all this, she told me that there's an app that she's been using for a while that pretty much simplify her entire life, and it's super easy for beginners because the interface is pretty self-explanatory and is not too complicated at all. So I was like, I'm in. Let me in on this. So she gave me all her IDs and all the things for me to log into her account and have a play around it and see how it functions. So this is the website she told me about, which is called Palantir. And apparently it only costs $10 a month. So if you guys want, I can send you a little discount promo and we can make a deal. Yeah. Anyways, so for the time being, I'm just gonna log into her account. And as you can see here, my lovely grandmother. So as you can see, she's currently sitting on a portfolio of 17 grand at the time being, and she invested 15 grand. So she's pretty comfortable, and she's sitting on 2 grand profits. So she's doing pretty well for herself. And you can also be, you're also able to see here the performance of her portfolio over time. She had a rough beginning, but yeah, she's doing pretty well. So if we scroll down here, we can see the portfolio composition that she has. As you can see, she's got pretty major coins like ETH, BTC, or Sols. And on this sort of management dashboard, you're able to track the current value and the profit that you've realized and the unrealized profit as well. So I don't want to go into too much detail and bore you with all of this, but essentially this really helps you understand what you are sitting on and what it is worth. So it's really it's a really good way for you to understand what's happening with your portfolio. So if you want to go and have a look at the market and see maybe your future purchase, you can go on the coin in here, and as you can see, there's quite a few coins, and today the market is doing pretty well. So if we want to check out, for example, Bitcoin, there you go. You would have a beautiful dashboard, and she did mention about chatting. So if you go around here, this is pretty cool. You can chat with other users and have their take on the market. So if I'm like, there you go, hey, should I buy today? And hopefully he can give me a bit of an insight. And well, in the meantime, you can also, there's a, yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. And in the meantime, on that page, you're also able to see where your crypto is. In that instance, we can see that my grandmother has been able to buy her crypto on Binance and record the transaction here. And you can see that she's holding a little over 4 grand on Binance. You're also able to track the transaction for that particular coin that she's been performing in the past. So this gives you a bit of an overview of everything that's happening with one coin, and yeah, you're able to track a lot of performance in here. But more importantly, the most important feature that she mentioned to me is really that wallet page. So in here, as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm very messy and disorganized, so I really needed a spot to really have a snapshot of what I have and where it is. So in here, I can see where my things are, or her things are. She's got things on Binance, she's got things on Coinbase, on Ledger, and it gives you on one page a snapshot of everything. So it's really easy, super easy to use, and gives you a bit of information on what you own and where it is. So if we go a little bit further, she told me that she was able to create a watch list with the potential coin that she wants to buy in the future. And at the moment, she wants pretty terrible coins, so I'll have to talk to her about this. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Maybe we can just remove one of those that I really don't like. Do what you want with this information. And at last, before I was able to use her app, she asked me to enter a transaction on her behalf because she didn't have time to put it yesterday. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the buy that she did on Friday. And she bought some Bitcoin. She bought it on Binance. And the order value, she told me she bought for $2,000 and about that much, if I remember well. Have I forgot something? I see. She didn't have enough money in her account, the poor grandmother. So I'll just make a different purchase, and I'll tell her tomorrow to correct her order, because unfortunately she can't print money out of thin air. But that's okay. Let's just reduce slightly the size of her order. And there you go. She just bought $500 worth of Bitcoin on Binance. And if we go to her wallet, the amount have been updated here, and she's able to see how much Bitcoin she has on her Binance account. So personally, I think this is super helpful for any beginners in crypto, and I'm definitely going to start using it in my daily life with crypto, because I think it's pretty simple and self-explanatory. So yeah, more than welcome to use it as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think having observed you for the last 6 months for those who did a data science course and 2 months for those who did a full-time course, full stack development course, you've gone through quite a lot of transformation. You've gone through a lot of self-development, a lot of transformation. You improved a lot. So very proud of that. With that in mind also, I'm just going to mention that we now also integrated a pretty intensive career coaching program as part of our courses, because we realized that what most people struggle with in terms of their personal development is one, getting understanding of what they want to do and getting clarity. And the second thing is also working on those things that we're not aware that we should work on. So we have a really incredible career coaching program moving ahead with Jamie. So very excited about that. And those who did the full-time course have now been part of that. And I think that's been super useful. So I want to mention that for everyone who's thinking about joining in the future. But anyways, very proud to see what you've all done. Thank you for joining today, and thank you.